So let's go a little bit deeper. And I want you guys, anybody, I want you to put one thing in the chat. When you think about a little weird, takes a little, and you know what? I need to give you guys time to write as well. A little weird, it takes some practice. Exactly. Confusing, trying to listen takes my glasses off and put them back on. Yes, that is true. So, Lauren, how about you don't bother with putting your glasses on? If it's easier for everybody, I will call out the spots, inner eye, outer eye, so that it's maybe easier for you, so you don't have to worry with your glasses, because that can be distracting. Absolutely.
That would be great.
Okay, perfect. And if I forget, guys, just kind of remind me again, just say something and I'll remember again. But I'll try to make sure that you don't have to focus on multiple things. So I have a question for you. When we think about career success, right? That's what today is all about. How do we improve our professional success? I'd like you to think about one thought that comes to mind that you or that generally people are afraid of or are anxious about. Could be the interview process. Could be the application process. It could be finding the right job. Does anybody have one thing that we can start working on right away to help relieve some of the stress that we've been carrying? Okay, job application rejection without even not hearing back from the applicant. Okay, not hearing back. All right, so let's just dive into that. So not hearing back from the from the job, the status is that's what I'm understanding, right? Not getting the status on the application. I know all about that one. So when you think about, and I want you guys to just yell this out. So when you think about not hearing back about the status of your application, what are some of the emotions that come up? Some of the negative emotions that we feel as a result of it?
Fear and confusion, because it's hard to know, like, is it going to make it worse if I reach out to someone and that's inappropriate? Am I going to feel helpless if I don't reach out? How long do I wait before finally deciding, okay, that's it, move on to something else? So it's just a whole lot of things wrapped up in that.
Yeah, absolutely. And everything that you said sounds like a whole bunch of uncertainty.
Yes, for sure.
And when you think about all of these emotions, I'm going to ask everybody, you may have your own emotions that you're working on. It doesn't matter what it is. I want you to start answering the same question. So Lauren, I'm going to continue with the questions towards you. From 0 to 10, when you think about these emotions, 10 being, wow, this is the highest level of anxiety and fear I'm feeling. What number do you feel right now when you just think about this topic?
2.
2, okay. So a 2 out of 10?
Yes.
Okay, so I will say we're going to tap on this, and it is quite likely that anxiety is going to go up a bit. And it's going to go up first because we have to uncover what's the beliefs that are underneath all of that, right? So don't feel frustrated or don't feel scared or don't think you're doing something wrong. My goal, believe it or not, is to help people get to that place where they're feeling like, okay, this is what's going on. So don't get anxious about it. All right, so let's start over here. Karate chop point, and repeat after me. Every time I think about the status of my application.
Every time I think about the status of my application,
it feels so helpless and hopeless.
Feels so helpless and hopeless.
I would really love to feel empowered.
I would really love to feel empowered.
I would love to feel what? What comes up? Anybody? Love to be in charge, love to understand. What comes up for you guys?
Would love to feel wanted by the job.
Yeah, love that. I love to feel wanted and validated. But I'm stuck feeling all this uncertainty, feeling all this fear and confusion, all this helplessness, and I don't know how to get rid of it. but I accept myself anyway. Every time I think about my story, not getting a status on my application, I'm holding on to all this uncertainty until at a level of a 2. But I really want to feel like what? I'm going to throw something in there. I want to feel like a rock star. If there's a better term, I want you guys to throw it out for me. I want to know what the status is one way or the other. It's so frustrating not hearing back. It makes me feel like I'm what? Like I'm hopeless, or I'm feeling helpless, I'm feeling confusion. What's coming up for other people?
Powerless.
Powerless, right? That was perfect. And I choose to accept that this is how I feel. Sorry, I just want to make sure. All this we'll stop at the head, all this powerlessness, all this uncertainty. I really want to be more in control. I hate that someone else seems to have all the power.
Are you still going to let us know which spots?
Okay, yes, thank you, thank you. Outer eyes. I want to be in power. Under the nose. I want to be in charge. Chin point. This is really important to me. Collarbone point. Feeling all this uncertainty. Top of the head. What if I can release this uncertainty? Inner eyes. What if I can be in charge of my emotions? Outer eyes. What would life look like if I was in charge of how I felt? Under the eyes, but that's not going to happen. Under the nose, I don't even know how to feel certain during these uncertain times. Chin point, but what if I really am more in charge than I believe? Collarbone point, I don't know that I believe that. That's stuck in this conflict. I want to feel like I'm in charge. I'm scared to feel like I'm in charge. What if I'm not in charge? What if I'm never in charge? Chin point, but what if I have more power than I believe? Collarbone point, stuck in all this conflict and would love to get some resolution. So I want everybody to stop. Take a few deep breaths. And just, again, observe how deep of a breath you are taking. And what comes up for you guys? I know that you stirred up some emotions, but what's coming up with just your breath? That's all we're going to focus on right now.
The breathing is soothing after the tapping.
Okay. Do you feel like you're taking a deeper breath?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.